Hello and welcome again to my workshop. I thought I'd make a video of this. I wanted to make a bench that I could have on wheels that was the same height or general height of the benches around my workshop. I wanted to put the new 6040 CNC rotor on. So I've put on two sets of wheels with that are fixed, and two sets of wheels on one end that rotate around, so I have steering. So what I'm doing now is I was working out the length of the legs. What I do for this process, I only actually measure one leg and cut it the right length, and I cut all the other legs then off and use the first leg as a measuring device. And I like to cut all my pieces first and then assemble everything. And I pin it, because I work a lot on my own, I pin everything together with a brad nailer. Now they're 50mm or 2-inch brad nails, and they come in very handy to put something like this together. Although it's something very small and simple, when you're working on your own, it's a lot easier. But it's not totally necessary. You can do it with a hammer and nails or straight screws. Although I do screw this together as well. On the top of my workbench, I have a waste sheet which is pretty square actually, and that is actually pinned to the top of my my main bench, so I can actually use the squareness of that waste sheet to line things up and build things on. And then I just built the bottom section in the identical manner on the top section, and I'm just now sitting them up on their side where I will assemble the legs. Again, I pin them all up, and I'm using the bottom waste sheet there that I know is all nice and square to actually assemble this up on. What I'm doing now is measuring up where to put the middle supporting leg. Now, one end is going to be slightly longer than the other end. In other words, I want a deeper shelving to put the electronic unit. So that end that I'm making now, that's the end that the electronic unit is going to go into. Now, to hold things together while I pin them up, I extensively use Irwin clamps. I found them very easy to use. In actual fact, you can use them one-handed. You'll see I'll demonstrate here how easy Irwin clamps are to use. It's just easy like that. I love the things. Okay, this piece of material I'm cutting now, this is going to be the bracing to brace the bench from a sideways movement. So you put it in the middle like this, and even though it's only 1/8 of an inch in thickness, that will brace the whole bench up. It won't move. And again, this is a Bosch driver. It's a 36 volt, I believe, and it's damn good. I've had quite a few drivers over the years, and this is the best one. I actually have a high torque drill as well, and they're very, very good. I recommend them to anybody, any new starter with DIY. If you're looking for a fairly decent but inexpensive, shall we say, cordless tool and set, well, Bosch is probably the way to go. Makita's okay too. I found out here actually that the driver bit then is a little bit too short for putting these on, and I have to go and get a longer one. I think I do it right now actually. There we go, there's a longer one, and it makes the job go that much easier, I can tell you. What I'm doing here is putting some bracing up for the shelf. This end is going to house the electronic control unit. And the other end is going to house the coolant, 2 lots of coolant. The lower side is going to house coolant for the tool, so that will be the white coolant that gets sprayed on the cutter for doing aluminium and brass and what have you. And the other one, obviously, with the green coolant, actually radiator coolant, is going to be cooling the spindle. This workbench is a fairly simple project to do. It takes about, I suppose, 3 hours. Basically, the top and bottom sheet you can buy ready cut from wood merchants, and the main structure wood is just purlins, I think they call them. It's just 1.5 by 3 inch, and most wood merchants sell that, and it's fairly cheap. So here we are now. I'm just disconnecting the 6040 CNC router, and we're going to lift it on. Now this router is built very, very solid. It weighs approximately 60 kilos. Now, I do advise anybody who buys one of these machines from us, it's really a 2-person lift. As you can see, that it's a fairly easy lift with 2 people, but it's a bit of a weight. I hope you've liked the video today of making this mobile workshop or workstation or workbench. It's a very handy bench actually, and I think anybody could, sort of make this with the minimal tools. Sort of I'm just using the tools I have in my workshop because it's makes it quick and easy for me to do. But you could use hand saws or whatever. So please press subscribe and like, and I hope you pop back in again and see one of my other videos on this channel or my other channel, which is devoted to lasers. So thank you very much for popping in and having a look, and bye for now.